Hey, you. Yeah, you watching this video. Have you worked out today? If so, good job. If not, why not? Is it because you don't know how to? You're too sore? You don't have enough space? You can't take a shower afterwards? You're sick or really anything else? Well, unless you physically can't work out, unless you'll injure yourself, why haven't you worked out yet? There's countless studies, statistics, testimonies, influencers, organizations, brands, and so many other things that promote working out and show the benefits of working out. And in case you don't believe me, 3 years ago, I was 220 pounds and 5'10. I was overweight, depressed, and had horrible grades, and I played about 8 hours of video games every day. I was not in good shape, physically, mentally, just not at all. And I didn't realize this until I flexed my bicep in front of a girl I liked in my freshman year, and nothing showed up. I was so fucking embarrassed. And in the same day, I also arm wrestled a guy and lost, and he gave me a lot of shit for it. Yeah, it didn't feel good. So that's when I started trying to work out. I downloaded like 10 different apps in the span of a week and deleted 9 of them the next day once I figured out that I couldn't even do 5 push ups without being on my knees. Yeah, that was also devastating. But I used that app and I did the easiest workouts they had on there consistently for about 3 months. Then I started doing workouts I found on Bully Juice's YouTube channel. Which, I mean, going off script here, Bully Juice is so fantastic. I love his workout videos. They're so good. Even if you're just starting out, he has workouts of all different lengths and types. Man, it's just so good. And he has like whole entire 30-day programs that he has built for you. It's so fantastic. You really got to check him out. You really just got to look at his channel. Absolutely fantastic. I really recommend it. He's a great guy. Anyways, those first 3 months were some of the most devastating 3 months of my life. I had always believed that I could do like 50 push ups without a break easily, and I couldn't even do 30 without a break after the first 3 months. Long story short, it taught me a lot about exercise and how much effort people on Venice Beach put into their daily workouts to be one of the people that stand out of the crowd. And that effort that they put in is a lot. But don't let that discourage you from starting your fitness journey, because after the first month where I lost 20 pounds and I got asked if I lost weight, was the happiest I've ever been. It hasn't gotten better than that. It felt like all of my effort behind closed doors had been seen and realized. It was fantastic. It made me feel like I was on top of the world, and I was so incredibly happy. I can't even begin to emphasize this enough to you. You just have to wait and see for whenever it happens to you. After that compliment, I kept working out consistently, although one of my biggest regrets was that I didn't keep pushing myself like I do now. And back then, I just did the same thing over and over and over without any increase in difficulty, which was horrible. Since if I had increased the difficulty, I could have been so much farther than I am now. But the important part is that I'm able to share this with you so you don't make the same mistake as me. Anyways, from when I started working out after I realized that I was weak as hell to now with how I do 200 push-ups daily along with other exercises, I have to I have to say deciding to work out and improve instead of sitting back and letting myself spiral into a worse state was the best decision I have ever made. So, have I convinced you to start working out? If not, I'm going to rattle off some statistics because one, I want you to start working out and improving yourself as soon as possible. And two, I want to make this video longer than 5 minutes. In a survey done on 2,000 Americans, 79% have said that they feel happier after a regular workout, which I can attest to. Working out makes you feel so much better than not working out, especially because even though you are physically exerting yourself, you still get the feeling that you're making yourself better. And exercising has been linked to an increase of endorphins, which is basically stuff that makes you feel good. And not to mention the various other benefits, including but not limited to the risk of disease, strengthening of bones, and of course, getting bigger muscles. Although there is always the rebuttal that exercise is harder than not exercising, which isn't true. Considering not only the individual's physical health, but also the individual's social health, it is a bad thing all around if you don't work out. As a child, I was bullied for being overweight, and I've been taken advantage of because of it. And that had such a worse impact for me than being sore in the morning. Again, I'm not trying to be fat phobic here because I believe anyone, anywhere can start working out and doing anything. And if you are overweight and you are okay with that, nothing against you. That's your choice, and I can respect it. But the evidence shows that people that are obese can shorten their lifespan by 3 to 10 years by just being obese. And while that may not seem like a lot, that's 3 to 10 years that you could have spent with your parents, spouse, children, grandchildren, friends, and doing really anything else. And that isn't something to be taken lightly. I believe relationships with other people are one of the most important things a person can have. And the longer those healthy relationships are, the better. Although, after all of this evidence and personal experience that I've presented to you, I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. It gets easier. Every day, it gets a little easier, but you got to do it every day. That's the hard part, but it does get easier. And it doesn't matter if you walk around your house for 5 minutes or if you run 10 miles every day. Everything counts, and the more you put in, the more you get out. Just long story short, with what I want to basically tell all of you is that working out is one of the best, if not the best, decision you could ever make in your life. It opens you up to so many more opportunities. People are much more open to you because they see that you put this effort into yourself, and they see that you care about yourself and you care about your body and you're not treating it like shit. It's just so much better if you do work out than not working out. And I'm not trying to pressure you into like, oh yeah, you got to work out. No, like you could do whatever, but I'm just presenting you with my own personal experiences and all this information that I've found that supports working out. But it was really hard for me to start. I remember whenever I first tried to do a push up, it was insane. It was insanely hard. And I like it does take a lot of effort to get started, but like I said with that quote from BoJack Horseman, it gets a little easier every day, but you have to do it every day. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.